Hello and welcome. Today I'm going to be unboxing something and you can kind of guess what it might be by the title of this video. I am unboxing one of my favorite items for homeschooling through high school. This is something I have found really important and really helpful in keeping records and grades and all those things. And I'm gonna open this up and I will turn it around once I have this box open and I will share it all with you. Okay, so as you can see, this is not going to be like your typical unboxing video because I already had to get into it. I was recording it so that I was like seeing it for the first time on camera yesterday, but then I had a kid come in with an emergency, so I'm refilming this part. I will explain what happens for those who are curious. After this, I'll turn the camera around and tell you guys why I've already opened this and why I'm recording it a second time to show you all what I got from Well Planned Gal. But yeah, so I got a couple of packs of stickers. I believe these come with tabs. It has like all the different stickers for different holidays, but I believe it also comes with tabs. You know what? I'm gonna open and see if it comes with tabs, because I can't remember. I know I got some tabs last year and I think it came in these sticker packs. These are actually very inexpensive, this specific set of stickers. So it's worth it in my opinion. Plus, it does have the month tabs for the planner. So yeah, it's got all the special like holidays and like little extra things on there as well. But yeah, these are totally affordable. I think they're only like a couple bucks, if I remember correctly. Plus, if you do a survey, like they send you a link. She sends you a link after you make a purchase. And if you fill out this survey, you can choose like a free product. And this happens to be one of them. That's how I ended up with two. So yeah, so it kind of helps because I want to put more tabs in my son's planner that he started high school last year, so I wanted to put more tabs for this year, so he has all his months easily, accessible, easy to see. I'm a little scatterbrained. I didn't sleep super well last night because it was kind of a stressful day, and I just wasn't feeling super great because I ate a quick to-go dinner, and it just kind of made me feel kind of yucky because I normally eat healthier, so I just wasn't feeling super great when I went to bed from eating not healthy. So this is what I got. I let my son pick out which one he wanted because there are like several styles of this planner and they change every year. He chose this mountain one and I think it looks really cool. I also noticed this year it seems like the cover is made out of a more solid material. It feels like it's vinyl. Previously, I believe I have my other son's planner over in a different spot. So I'm gonna grab that real quick just to do comparison of the covers. So yeah, I've been writing in this, starting to get his history written in there. But yeah, this is just like thick cardstock. Super cute cover from last year as well. But yeah, it's just cardstock in there. But this actually feels like a vellum, not a vellum, but like more of like a vinyl cover. And I want to show you why I think this is such an important thing to have for high school, because high school, if your kids plan on going to like tech school or college, whatever, you need to keep good track of their records so they have transcripts and you can keep track of their GPA and their grades and everything they've completed. So here I'll show you what I like about this. So in the beginning, it tells you how to use the planner. I don't know if I've ever actually read this, but it just gives you an idea of ways that it helps, help you out with it. But yeah, and then planning for success over here. But this is one thing that I have used a lot is this little chart. I'll put it up to the camera more so y'all can see it a little better. But it has the standard grading system, and then it has it broken down more for like A+, A-, and so forth. That way you can work on the GPA scoring. So each quarter or at the end of each year, they get points for each thing, and then you just average it out. So that has been super helpful for me personally, because I am trying to keep grades, keep good records, because yeah, we have to keep records for homeschool just in case, you know, you need them. And my other son, I was gonna say something. Oh, my other son, he might actually go on to like a tech school or something because he's super into engineering and like mechanical engineering, and also just like circuitry and all that sort of stuff. So yeah, this has been really helpful. Having this chart has been a huge benefit of this. And then it also shows you how to make transcripts right there, like a sample transcript, how to do it. And I feel like, you know, that is also very, very helpful. And it also has credits, like how to do credits, like what they need for college. Attendance record, which with homeschool, it's going to be 100% attendance record, because even if there's sick days, they either make it up or they, if they're not that sick, they'll just work through their sickness. Then it has college entrance exams, tips for success. And then here is like their junior high summary. And then you have a little spot. It's your freshman year, and it tells you all those little things about your freshman year that are important. And then it has curriculum plan. So what I can do, if I haven't already purchased stuff, I can write out what we're going to be doing this year, or I could even write in the stuff I've already purchased. So it just gives like a little heads up on what we're doing. And then each month, this is July. We don't homeschool through the summer. I've mentioned that before. But just as an example, so every month they have the full month calendar, and then they have it broken down into days. And this one is, like I said, July. So you have Monday through Friday for school, and then they just leave the weekend blank so you can write in whatever there. So what I usually do is I write down each subject, what they're supposed to do each day, and then there's like little boxes, if you can see that they can like check off on. So yeah, and then let me find some other things to show you all. So that's July. September, there might be a thing that I wanted to show you right before September. I did show off this one right before I started school last year, but I didn't have as many people viewing my videos back then, so I figured, you know what, I'm gonna show this new one off this year. I'm trying to find this one page that's always in there, I think, and it's basically just your high school journey, like where did you live, what did you enjoy the most. It might be maybe at the end of the year, but yeah. So, and then every month has like a little wrap up, like what are projects that you worked on, and then it's got things you maybe did to help out the community, and then just like what subject and your current grade. I usually just do grades quarterly, just to keep up on them. I don't do them every month. Like I grade everything, but I don't actually like take like an official grade until the end of each quarter. So I want to see if I can, oh, here it is. This is what I was looking for. This is after the first semester. It has just like a little overview right here. Achievements, books read, attendance, which again, I don't really use that too much because, you know, they will have 100% attendance with homeschool. So high school journey, it says, I lived in, my interests were, I aspire to be, my favorite classes, my least favorite class, my closest friends, I was challenged by, what my favorite book is, I discovered that I am good at, and then my fondest memory. So I think that's kind of fun. And that they have after each semester, I guess. So let's see. Yeah, because this is I'm trying to figure out which month this is. This is June. And then it has that again, like the same little overview worksheets. Super helpful. And then, you know, that I usually at the end of the year, I put in all the grades on this last semester. I put in their final grade for the year and their GPA so that I can keep track of all of that. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. Like I said, this is like a 4-year thing, so it gets them all the way through high school. And I find that it is like one of the most important things I purchase for my high school students, because it's an easy way to keep track of their progress and also to keep them on task, so they have like a reference point to look back to for what they're supposed to be doing each day. Yes, the curriculum I get is grab and go. Like basically it has a schedule in it. They just look what they're supposed to do each day and just go and do it. But I just do this so that there's records of what they were doing and also their grades. And I just feel like it's the best way to, in the future, help me to make transcripts for them in case they do plan on going off to college. So yeah, that is gonna do it for that part of it. I will flip the camera around and tell you why I had to re-record this section of the video. Okay, so an explanation of what happened for those who are curious. I had that all perfectly sealed up. I had the tissue paper, still had the little sticker on it that said well planned gal, and I was opening that to reveal the stickers and the 4-year high school planner. And then I am like a page into the planner and maybe like a minute or two into recording, and I hear this, "Mom," like it sounded like a kid, almost in tears, came into my room. He wasn't crying. It was my 11-year-old. He wasn't crying, but he was like almost crying. He had gone to the park with his brothers, and he was on one of those like domed things that you can climb on. And he was at the very top, fell off and face planted. So yeah, as you can imagine, face plant. So he had blood like streaming down his face. He was talking to me. I didn't see any blood coming out of his mouth. So I'm like, okay, he didn't hit his mouth. I'm like, what did you hit? He's like, my nose. So the blood was all gushing out of his nose. So I was like, oh, crud. And I was looking at him. I'm like, okay, we got to get you cleaned up. I don't deal well with like injuries. I've had a couple kids get really hurt, and I'm like, I can't look or I'm going to pass out. Thankfully, there was nothing like poking out or showing or anything. So it was just blood. So it wasn't too bad. But like as far as like graphic, it was still bad, but not like being able to see tissue or anything, because that's where I get disturbed. Anyway, so we got him cleaned up, and I noticed his nose was getting like really swollen, like probably at least twice the size it normally is, like right in the middle, and he was getting like a crease like on the tip because of the swelling like on the bridge of his nose. And we discovered he also like had a cut like right in the middle that was also bleeding. So got him a rag to hold to his face, got a hold of my husband. I'm like, I think Nehemiah needs to go to your urgent care. Can you come home and come with me? Because he knows I'm a baby when it comes to injuries, and we only have one car. So yeah, so we go off to urgent care, and they clean him up. They're like, well, it's not cut so bad that it needs stitches. We're just gonna glue it. So it's still open enough that it's deep enough that it needs something to hold it together. So it's glued. And they did x-rays. Good news is it's not broken. It's still very swollen. It's just a lot of soft tissue damage, I guess, which the physician we saw said that sometimes soft tissue damage looks worse than a break. So that's good to know. But like, I asked him what his pain level was when he first got back. I was like, 1 to 10, what is it? And he's like 8. But by the time we were like ready to leave, it had gone down to like a 6. And by the time we were like at the doctor, he was like, it's not that painful. I also asked him if he heard a snap. So I'm like, okay, it's probably not broken, but with all this swelling and bruising going on, we really need to check it out just to like confirm that it's not broken. So that's the good news, is it's not broken, but he has to be like no physical activity for a little while. And yeah, they did say that he might get like black eyes from sleeping because the swelling can like go back into the eyes just from like gravity. But luckily I saw him this morning and he does not have black eyes. He does not look as bad as he did yesterday, but it's still like, he looks rough. Like it's still like bruised and swollen. So yeah, he's on the mend. He's a tough guy. He said he doesn't have any pain. I'm still giving him ibuprofen at night just to like make sure that, because sometimes when you're distracted, you don't feel pain as much, but then once you're like, you have nothing distracting you and you're trying to go to sleep, it's like, okay, I'm in pain. So I just give it to him as a preventative measure at night. He's supposed to be on antibiotics, which I have to go pick up. Yeah, so he's got to be on antibiotics for like a week, I guess, because since it's on the nose, the cut, it's prone to bacteria and they want to make sure that it doesn't get infected. But supposedly face wounds, and within like probably 5 days, he should be doing a lot better. Like it should be mostly healed and sealed up. But yeah, so that's what happened. It was a crazy day. I totally planned on doing this, like a real unboxing, like having the box open, but still like everything sealed up and being like, oh, hey, this is cool, seeing this for the first time. But it didn't work out that way. Life happens sometimes, right? So anyway, that's gonna do it for me today. I will see you all next time. Bye.